And a big hello again to everybody tuning in. Welcome to Frankfurt in Germany. Current time is 1:51 p.m. in the afternoon here. And to anyone that was watching earlier that saw the stream cut out, we had a problem with our SIM card actually that provides us with the data needed to start streaming. And unfortunately with the SIM card it doesn't give us an indication of how much we've actually used, and we must have run out. So I quickly ran to the car, jumped in and drove to the Frankfurt Terminal 1, went to a SIM card place and got a new SIM card that has a lot more data on it now. So in case you guys were wondering what happened, we ran out of data and we were having severe internet connection problems as well, but that seems to be all fixed now. We've got 50 gigabytes of data, so we should be good to go, and we should be in for the rest of the Arvo. Not too far out, we have a Turkish A330 and Qatar 777. And yes, Paddy, hopefully we do have some better connection this time. G'day Max, g'day Chris, hope you guys are both well. So hopefully we don't have any more problems this time, guys. Seems like we've got it all sorted now and we are running smoothly.
Definitely, yep. Looks like we have got it sorted. Took a little bit longer than expected, but nonetheless we are up and we are ready for the afternoon rush. We're already starting off the stream very shortly with the first heavy, which is the Turkish Airlines A330-300 from Istanbul. It's TK1591. That should be good. It's second in line for arrival, Sam. So that's going to start the stream off quite well.
Tremendous, sounds good. Yes, Max, sure is perfect. So hopefully we're all good to go again. No worries, MJ. We'll catch you soon, mate. Thanks for coming by and checking in. And on screen there is, let's have a look at the flight number. That is Lufthansa flight 191 from Berlin. It's an Airbus A320. And the next aircraft on final is Turkish Airlines flight 1591 from Istanbul. It's an Airbus A330-300. Not too far out. No worries, MJ. We'll see you soon, mate.
Yeah, now we're just waiting for that Turkish Airlines. I can see it actually. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can see the light sort of twinkling behind the tips of the trees there. Gonna grab that for you.
And Ronald, I did see the super chat. I'll get back to that in just a second. So Ronald, I do apologise, my friend. I did see you sent the $2 super chat, and we really do appreciate that. But unfortunately, right as you sent it, a couple seconds after that, we lost our internet connection. So everyone's screen who was watching, I think, went black, unfortunately. And we were gone for a couple hours, so I had to go sort out to get us some new internet. So I really do apologise, but I do want to acknowledge now just a big thanks to yourself, Ronald, one of our awesome channel members, for supporting the channel and helping the channel grow. So I can't thank you enough, mate. And I do apologise I wasn't able to get it up on screen, as that's right when we lost connection. G'day Samil, hello again. G'day Bustleton Plane Spotting. G'day Rachel O, sorry that we took a while, had to get the internet stuff fixed. So we ran out of internet, guys, but we are all good to go now.
So next up we have the Pegasus A320-200 Neo, arriving from Istanbul as PC993, one of their many daily flights here at Frankfurt. Pegasus have a huge presence in the EU countries in general, operating more than daily to most of the big ones like Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Paris, and then even operating twice daily to some smaller ones like Cologne, Dusseldorf in Germany, and even operating to Paris Orly, I believe. So they've got a huge presence around all of Europe.
And yes, glad we are back, guys. Once again, do apologise for that. And the next arrival is Lufthansa flight 905. It's actually the one I took from Heathrow to Frankfurt. It's an Airbus A320 Neo. Boston Plane Spotting, great work on commentary, guys. Metal Sam doing the details.
We've been mixing it up. Both of us have been doing it here and there.
Yep. So we have a Qatar Airways 777-300ER, flight 67, arriving in from Doha soon. That'll be the second aircraft. It's about third in line after LH905, which is on screen there, the A320 Neo from Heathrow. And we also have LH903 from Heathrow coming in next. And there is the beautiful Queen, the 747-400. Great to see Lufthansa still operating these. And that is right, guys. Go have a look at the Aviation Videography Discord. It's our new Discord setup, free for everybody to join. However, if you are a member of the channel, certain tiers or certain classes of the channel, you will have exclusive access to exclusive perks that we are still in the midst of setting up, but some do include a video call or voice call with myself, Matt and Max. And you'll have the access to a couple private chats that we'll have there and a few other things. And you can see there another special on screen, the LH340-300 wearing the Star Alliance livery. And Ronald, no worries mate, thanks, it's all good. Just enjoy watching so much I panicked when the screen went black. Hope the rest of the day goes well. No worries Ronald. Yes, again, do apologise about that. We panicked as well. Once it happened, I pretty much ran to the car so I could jump in and go get another SIM card. Because unfortunately the SIM card that we had didn't give us an accurate did not give us accurate information, I should say, on how much data we have used.
Yeah, no, it literally just sent us a message saying you've run out of data. We heard nothing else. We had no idea. We couldn't. Our little router that we have that we put it in said we have no updates on your data usage either. So we didn't really know how much we'd used. We kind of figured we had a lot more left, to be honest, but as it availed, we didn't.
Indeed. And there goes the 747-400, the Queen. And MW Aero asks, will you be there this evening? Not too sure, mate. Might be leaving here at around 6 p.m. We'll wait and see. But as the day goes on, we will decide. And Christopher Paddy says, looks like a little bit of a crosswind there. Indeed, mate. Indeed. And Max, I've pinned the Aviation Videography Discord at the top. So everybody that wants to check it out, please do click the link above and you'll have access to check out the AV Discord, as I said earlier, free for everybody to join. And you'll have the exclusive access, if you are a member, to certain perks in there, which we are still in the midst of setting up, but some of them do include voice calls and video calls with everyone else, and we can pretty much all have a chat about aviation. And g'day Bart, how you going, mate? Hope you're well. Great to catch up with you last night, mate, in Amsterdam. We have another special there, the natural beauty, as they call it, the Lufthansa 777 freighter. And yes, Paddy, that Queen was off to Boston.
And Bustleton plane spotting, yes, I am. Sam and I are just trying to hash out a lot of the bugs that we're having on these streams already, because every time we do a stream there seems to be an issue that we didn't encounter before and hadn't really thought of. So once we get it all ironed out and 100% perfect, then we'll be putting them more on HD Melbourne Aviation as well.
And yes, Max, the 340 sure is a beauty. And here's LH903, the 320neo from Heathrow. And MW Aero asks, to which airport are you heading to Friday and Saturday? Well, those most likely are looking to be Zurich. If you guys would like Zurich, we can happily do that. The only thing is Zurich will have less movements, but it's a new airport. And yes, Paddy, the retro 747 coming out to play shortly. You can see the 330 Neo there, operated by Eurowings Discover. And guys, just a quick thing, if you'd like to check out the Aviation Videography Instagram and Facebook, please do. So it's pretty easy, just hop on Instagram, search up Aviation Videography. We post reels and pretty much a reel daily from various locations from around the world. Let's get this Qatar 777 first. Sorry about that, guys, but just going back to what I was saying, if you would like to check out the Aviation Videography Facebook and Instagram, please do. Search up Aviation Videography. We post reels on there daily with 4K videos as well from various locations and worldwide places from around the world. And a big shout out to Melb Aviation, Max, who is assisting me in running the social media pages, so please go chuck him a follow as well at Melb Aviation. But yes, please do go check out Aviation Videography on Instagram if you'd like to check out our regular plane spotting videos. And Patty, look what we have here. The LH747-8 in the retro livery, looking awesome.
It's pretty crazy to think, Sam, that the 747-400 just took off, an A340 just took off, and now a 747-8, two of which had special liveries. It really is a whole different world over here compared to what we're used to down there in Australia. Australia would say, look, there's a 787 taken off, then there's an A350, and followed by an A330. There it is, the stunning livery. I really do like that. It's got to be one of my favorite airframes for the Lufthansa fleet. And guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, do make sure to give it a like. And also subscribe if you want to check out where Sam and I are going next over the next couple of days. Both are free and it helps Sam and I out a ton. We would very much appreciate it. And next on arrival, we have two heavies in a row, Sam. China Southern 777 freighter, operating as CZ407 from Shenzhen. And following that, we have the next big one, the Lufthansa A340-300, arriving from Chicago Ord as LH433. So it really is a whole different world, being able to see A340 so regularly. And just over here, we have the Lufthansa 748, which is now taking off to Washington. We should hopefully be able to get a bit of a rotation shot there just as it passes the building. And Paddy says, well, here just go, oh look, a 717 coming in, another one, and then a -8. There are three different worlds right there. I think Canberra, Melbourne and Frankfurt. Three very different worlds. And just while we wait for the Lufthansa to rotate, we're also keeping an eye out to see when that China Southern's going to emerge from behind the trees. And Max says at Melbourne, we say, wow, a 737, a 737, and another 737, and an A320 thrown in there for good measure. And there climbs a 748, and there's also our 777.
And Bustleton Plane Spotting keeps it going, saying at Bustleton I say, wow, Fokker 100, A320, Fokker 70. And Chuck asks, why does Lufthansa still use olden days 747 passenger planes? Well, Chuck, it's actually a special livery to recognise the older livery that Lufthansa used to have. So I'm sure Lufthansa have their planes all up to date, inside and out, when it comes to the service they provide. Good morning, Chris. Joining in from the Akron, Ohio area. Hope you're well, mate. And here's the 340-300. And how awesome is that to see the A340s? Love the 4-engine jets, says Ryan Davis. And MW Aero says, heads up, there is a European cargo A340-600 expected for 15:45 local time. Wow. Wonder where it is on radar.
Probably wouldn't have taken up yet if it's from Bournemouth.
Oh, yes. And it is. So that is going to be good fun. It is an ex-Virgin Atlantic 340-600. It's going to be awesome fun, guys. We should be able to see a 340-600, hopefully, if it comes this runway.
That's really incredible, actually. Like, considering that we're only going to be streaming for this afternoon, we're going to catch countless A340-300s and a 600. So we certainly do hope that it comes down to the south runway, which it should. I mean, the freight facilities are all down here. Don't see why it would go to the north, but you know how it goes sometimes with Frankfurt.
And Chris, one of our awesome and long-time channel members, says, hey guys, there are 225 watching and only 49 likes. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Best of all, it's free indeed. So thank you so much for that support and for spreading it, Chris. Really appreciate it. And Bustleton, plane spotting, says, you think you're coming to Bustleton or Perth? Potentially, I'll definitely be going back to Perth. I went there a week before I headed off to Europe to do some 4K filming, and I enjoyed it. So they get some pretty cool movements there on the west coast of Australia that we don't usually get on the east side. And I can tell we do have quite a bit of lag there, so the sun has come out. Trying to protect the laptop as we speak. So yes, Boston plane spotting, I'll definitely think about Perth. And yes, Paddy, I prefer the older livery on Lufthansa. I think it's a more classic livery. And yes, we're trying to work it out. With the frames per second, we are having a bit of trouble in regards to the heat. As per always, I mean, what's new with it? So it doesn't look too bad there. Looks like it's cooling down, which is good. And KO4L4 says, hey, how you guys doing today? Very well, thanks, mate. Looks like we got some of the lag sorted there, which is good. And MW Aero says, what are your jobs? Are you doing the channels as a main job or just a side hustle? Well, for myself, it's just a side hustle, not my main job. I have another job that's not related to YouTube whatsoever. So yeah, this is just a hobby for myself on aviation videography. It's just something to do on the side. And for Matt, for HT Melbourne Aviation, it's his full-time job. So we do different types of plane spotting, obviously, as he would take it a lot more serious than I would in regards to catching certain planes, where for me, I'm not really that fussed, as I know it's just a hobby. Oh, it's Koala, by the way. Alright, no worries, mate. Do apologise. I should have noticed that.
Especially as an Aussie, Sam. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's just, the fours just turned it off for me, so.
But back to the planes, our next to arrive is going to be a little Cessna 560 operated by NetJets Europe. But behind that we have a little bit of an exotic airline for both Sam and myself being Australians. We have the Royal Jordanian Airbus A320 from Amman. That's going to be great to catch, flying as RJ125. And following very close behind that is the Egypt Air 737-800 from Cairo.
Cairo.
I should know that, shouldn't I? So it's a bit different today. It's 737. I know when Sam and I were here on Sunday, it was the 777.
Yep.
So Egypt Air must sort of mix their fleets around a little bit on the Frankfurt route. I know in Paris they sent the 787. Amsterdam is a 73. London's a 78. I was surprised to see that Frankfurt got the 777, to be honest. I thought they only used that on the like Beijing route and the JFK route and all that, and Toronto even, I think it gets it too.
Indeed, yes. Oops, sorry mate. That was a mistake. Accidentally just knocked Matt with the umbrella. Definitely a mistake, my bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You know, can't see anyway. I've got glasses, so.
Oh yeah, right.
What's the harm of poking the eye out?
Shouldn't be too long. We should see it. So guys, would you guys like to see Zurich tomorrow? Please let us know. If you'd really like to see Zurich, we can provide it. Or would you like an extra day at Frankfurt? We'll leave it up to the viewers. But Frankfurt weather tomorrow is going to be very bad, guys, so. And MW Aero says, awesome for Matt to do this as a full-time job, pretty much a dream job. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It would be. And Koala asks, any of you two also taking photos or just filming? Sometimes I do take photos myself with my other camera. But when it comes to live streaming, it's a bit harder. But if I'm just out here filming 4K stuff, I can take photos as well. If I've already got a video of that certain aircraft, another photo. Chris wants Zurich. Sounds good. At the spotting deck, so we can keep under cover.
Definitely agree with that one, Chris. At the moment, it's Sam wants to stay an extra day in Frankfurt. I want to go to Zurich to take the stream on.
I'm easy. Like, I don't mind.
It's a Matt versus Sam.
All right, mate. Nice. Nice. just to make it clear, I don't mind what we do, guys. Zurich would be good because we can keep undercover. Where Frankfurt, there's no spot where we can stay undercover.
And we won't get the sun on the laptop because we're undercover.
And Bloj, sorry mate, I wish I could speak Russian, but I can't read that, so I do apologise. Evelyn joining in from Vegas. G'day, Evelyn. And Chris asking, what about Geneva? Could be something in the future. I don't think we'll be able to get it done on this trip. Physically, we'll run out of time, unfortunately. I have to get back to Australia as soon as to get back to work. So yeah, but I think Zurich would be good fun tomorrow. Indeed, and I couldn't agree more, MW Aero, especially when you do something that you love, where you work in an industry that you love. It doesn't really feel like work. Well, it can, but you know, you enjoy it a lot more than a 9-to-5 office desk job, being stuck at the desk. So I myself work in an industry that I love at the moment, which is good, and it makes going to work good. So I don't dread going to work, which is good. And Bloj is from Vladivostok. Wow, that's awesome. That's right on the east coast of Russia, up near Shenyang, China. Wow. G'day Ahmed. Thanks for joining in from Cape Town. We've got some and Rachel, oh, no worries. Can do. And Ron, yes, coming back to Melbourne eventually. Don't know how I'm going to get home yet. Haven't worked that part out, but we'll actually better research some flights tonight. Alright, and the next arrival is the Royal Jordanian. Airbus A320 arriving in from Amman as flight 125. Shouldn't be too far out. G'day Connor. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I've heard about Vladivostok. They get some pretty cool planes there. Wouldn't mind travelling up to Russia to get the IL-96. And Max, I'm sure you remember the old desk days, being stuck at the desk. And sweet, Zurich sounds good. Alrighty. No worries, can provide.
Love that the wind picked up so dramatically there. Blew around the umbrella a little bit, And next up we have the Egypt Air 737-800 from Cairo. It's coming in on the south side as well. It'll be great to see. And on screen there's a Lufthansa 747-400, another classic 747 there. And that's going to be following the new livery as well off to the States, which is kind of cool. The new livery we saw at the very beginning of the stream. And Connor says, Royal Jordanian, didn't know they fly to Germany. Yeah, they do. They fly to a lot of the countries over here in Europe, which is great to see. And Olympi God, I think we'll just stick to the planes.
Indeed. Alrighty, so Ronald, Royal Jordanian, very elegant. Indeed it is. Now I've got another awesome one coming in here for you guys. And yes, it is in One World. Royal Jordanian is in One World. One World Alliance, I should say. And Mohammed, thank you very much, mate. Great to see we're live again. Indeed, just had to fix some technical problems. And yes, Egypt there. Paddy says the Air Cairo all white A320 heading out shortly. Sounds good, mate. And the aircraft there you can see on the runway is Lufthansa flight 464 off to Orlando. I remember when I was in Miami we saw this exact flight number divert into Miami when Orlando was struck with some pretty bad storms on, I think it was our last night in Miami, which was pretty cool to see, a 400 back in Miami. And then not long we had the Dash 8, the regular service, arrive in. And Perpy, g'day mate, thanks for joining in again. Greetings from Singapore, lovely, beautiful Singapore. So thanks for joining in again, mate, and really do appreciate your support over the last couple streams. Great to have you watching again. And thank you, Mohammed, for the awesome support and spreading it as well. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and share the live. Thank you so much, Mohammed. And Bartholomew says the 747 is an elegant beauty. Sure is.
Still just waiting for that Lufthansa 740. As I said,
here we are. Spol. And it sure is fascinating. there is the elegant Royal Jordanian Airbus A340 arrived in from Amman. And just to recap, Royal Jordanian is also a part of the One World Alliance. Alright, we'll just have another quick look on flight radar. Current time is 2:32 p.m. And the next arrival that we should have on our side is Scandinavian flight 675 from Copenhagen. And this one's pretty cool as it's got the Scandinavian colours but no writing. So it's going to be pretty edgy to see. And that 747 that we saw earlier was off to Orlando. And hopefully soon we should also see United Airlines flight 926 arriving in from San Francisco, the 777-300ER. And the 747 you can see there on screen is Lufthansa flight 402 off to Newark. It's a 747-8 once again.
So Olympic God, what's spotting like over there in Russia? I know personally I'd love to go to Moscow and catch some of the cool planes that go into there, but I haven't seen too many videos online about it. Is it easy? Is there some good spots? Do they have some dedicated areas to plane spot at over at Moscow?
And Mike and Tabitha P just said, just subscribed. Are you based out of Australia or yes? So both live in Melbourne in Australia, however travel around to provide live streams from around the world. And here is that edgy Scandinavian CRJ 900 arriving in from, I think it was Copenhagen. And yes, it was flight 675 from Copenhagen. And yes, Koala, that is right, just to spot the planes and do some live streams. And we should have the privileged 777-200ER taxiing up as well pretty soon. And Esnina, the day's going well so far. We had a bit of a hiccup earlier, but we're back on track. Yes, this is on its way up. Privilege. What a privilege it would be to fly on that. And we've got Miguel joining in from Mexico City. And yes, Koala, sure is some passion. Alrighty guys, the next arrival we'll have here.
It's gone north, Sam.
Oh no.
Not good.
Not good at all. So we were going to have United 926 from San Francisco, the 777-300ER, after a roughly 10-hour flight. But unfortunately, it has gone to the northern runway. And Osaid asks, where is the 340?
10 minutes away.
10 minutes away. We also just had one about 10 minutes ago as well, I'd say, 10-15 minutes ago. And Patty says that was a bad pun, Sam. All right, Patty, I better work on it.
That's right. We'll privilege you with some better puns later.
Yeah, and hopefully Canberra can privilege you with some better planes as well. Oh, good old 717s and what else do they get? Dash 8s? No.
Saab 340s.
Saab 340s. Wow. And I mean, it would be good for Melbourne to privilege us with some better action as well, seriously.
After coming to Frankfurt, you really can't go back to Melbourne.
Yeah, indeed.
Not comfortably.
And Patty says, don't start this. Oh, we've got a war in the chat. Oh, Patty. One was bad enough. And Regent Ace asks, what's the loudest aircraft you have ever recorded? Me personally, probably the Antonov AN-124.
I've got a few. I have the E3 Sentry with the original engines, which is incredibly loud. I also have the IL-76 with the original engines. Fly right by me and take off right in front of me, also incredibly loud. Both of them have, well, at least the IL-76 has bands in a lot of places, like you can't fly it to a lot of places without getting a special noise abatement permit to allow it to actually fly to a lot of these airports, especially in the European Union and Australia, the United States, places sort of like that.
And Bartholomew says no footage on the 747 departure. Unfortunately, we lose it once we hit the building. So we'll just zoom out here and show you quickly. So once it starts rolling, it disappears behind the building. We can't see it anymore, which is rather frustrating. But if you have a look here, we have the Privilege Air 777-200. I think it's an ER. And Hernan joining in from Bogota in Colombia. How many runways does Frankfurt have? I think it's 4. Yeah, 4 runways. And Joe Paulo Rodriguez says, good day from Brazil. Thank you, mate. And Connor, planning on spotting in Zurich. Yes, mate. Sure are. Indeed. Oh, Paddy. Paddy says it's a privilege to watch the stream. Well, I'm going to throw that privilege right back at you, saying it's a privilege to have you watching the stream. Oh.
The privilege war is going on.
Indeed. We'll just get a close-up of that United up there. It's unfortunately gone the north runway and did not come down here. And Maximilian says, you need a rooftop car park like Sid Squad. Indeed we do. If only Frankfurt Airport would provide us with a rooftop car park with excellent views, it would be fantastic. And we have Magliozzi Streams from the US joining in, thank you. There's the 777-300ER that we lost to the north, unfortunately. And we can see there's double movements there.
Double trouble, you could say, Sam. And there's another 400 taking off down there on runway 25 center. Oh, and it looks like we lost the Lufthansa 340 to the north as well, Sam.
Oh no, looking forward to that one. That was the Lufthansa 451 from LAX. And Paddy says, the privilege would be mine if I was there as well. No worries, mate. It would be. Yes, that is right. Plenty on Zurich tomorrow morning, which will be good fun. And Bartholomew, it's 7:40 a.m. here in Dallas, Texas. What's the time in Frankfurt? It's currently 14:42. So just on the right-hand side down the bottom, we have a 24-hour clock with the local time of wherever we are plane spotting. Nabila asks Sam, can you go zoom in on the terminal? Sure thing. Let's have a look what we can see. Start up at this end. Oh wow, and MJ becoming a 737 class member. Thanks mate, thanks for joining up, signing up. You've been a long time viewer and welcome aboard now mate, welcome. Thanks for becoming a member. Check out the Discord as well mate. And also check out the exclusive perks you'll get on board Discord and various other things. But thank you very much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. I'm sure as you would know that it does help the channel grow. Thanks very much, mate. So this is for Nabila. You want to see a quick look of the terminal? Emirates 777 up there. There's that privileged 777. Allison there, 75. The big Frankfurt Airport logo up on the glass there. United 777. Another United 777-200. Finnair 350. Eurowings and a couple other things there. So there's a quick look at the terminal from what we can see. And the other terminal up there with Thai and Condor in Egypt. And we can see AC taxiing out. With the Iceland Air 757 taxiing out as well. So thank you very much, MJ. Welcome aboard, mate. And Maximilian, do you guys Spurgeon see Dutch? I'm guessing that says, do you speak Dutch? Unfortunately, not. Or do you speak German? I don't, unfortunately. I do apologise. G'day, John. Welcome back. And Mohammed, the plan is for tomorrow, hopefully Zurich. Jean, joining in from the Netherlands. Got some people here from Italy. Some from India. And indeed that is right, John. Some awesome heavies today. Loco says such a shame BA retired all of their 747-400s. Now it's only Lufthansa. Indeed it is. It was very sad to see. And a big thank you to MJ for supporting the channel and spreading it as well. Welcome everyone to Aviation Geography live from Frankfurt, Germany. Help support the channel by leaving a like. Also subscribe and ring the bell for notifications on streams. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that support. John asks, does Korean still have their 7.4s? I think they only have the freighters. I know Asiana still have the 400s. I could be wrong actually, they might both have the 400s as passengers. I know Asiana still have their Dash 8, 747-8s, but I'm not sure about the 400 series. Definitely worth looking up though. And yes, Connor, that is right, AC looking elegant as always. Alrighty guys, so the next arrival that we should have is the Air Hamburg. I'd love to fly on one of these one day. Have to get quite a bit of money to be able to do that though. But it would be nice. And that is right, Mike. I was pretty sure about that. Korean has the 748s coming to LAX every day. I did see that because the last time I was at LAX, that was the day they actually upgraded it to a 747 from being a 777. And yes, Loco Korean has the 747-400 freighters, 747-8 freighters, and the 747-8 Intercontinental. Asiana has the 747-400 Pax and freighter. That's awesome. I'd love to get on their 400 Pax for Asiana. Some cool flights coming up in the next 90 minutes. Bamboo 787, European Cargo A340 600 freighter, Icelandair 757 with a special livery, VAT Jakul livery, and more. Awesome stuff. So big thanks to Plane Spotting Berlin for reminding us about that one. Looking forward to that A340 600 if it comes down on this runway. And Tim joining you from Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh. Thanks very much. And Nick D says, "Oh, what's this beautiful plane landing?" That was a Air Hamburg. Not sure what the specific model of the aircraft was. I think it was and it was in Embraer Phenom 300. So you can actually book that, which is pretty cool. And John says, "I know Emirates, Singapore, and BA fly their 380s there." Indeed. It's great to see Qantas flying their A380s again. That is right. So weird seeing aircraft without liveries. Even the Star Alliance livery seems out of place. I totally understand what you mean. Totally. I'm a big fan. So guys, let me know. What do you think looks better when airlines do a One World special, a SkyTeam special, or a Star Alliance special? Which one's your favorite? For me personally, it's One World. I think it just looks really elegant, especially the Cathay Pacific One World 777, the Finnair Airbus A350 One World, and then they also had the Finnair Airbus A340 300 in the One World livery, which was awesome. And Miguel becoming a 737 class member. Thank you so much, Miguel. Really appreciate that, mate. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, mate. It really does go a long way into growing it. And supporting the channel in one of the best ways possible so we can bring you the future streams from around the world. Miguel, where are you from? What city are you from? I think I heard you say you were from Mexico City. I could be wrong though, I can't remember. But please let me know. And Phantom Planes, member for 2 months for the Boeing 737 class. Thank you, Phantom Planes, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in once again. You've been there since day one at Miami, so your support goes a long way, mate. I really do appreciate it. And Connor says, definitely One World. Star Alliance looks like an afterthought. I definitely agree. I think the One World livery looks so much better. Let's get this Dash 8 that's gone the other runway, unfortunately. So we will not be seeing that one. But we should see it fly over the top here. There we are. Connor says SkyTeam is a close second for me. Same. I think we can agree on that one. I'd put it in the exact same order. Definitely One World first, then SkyTeam, then Star Alliance. And Arnold joining in from the Philippines. G'day. And Phantom Plane says, I flew on an Aviation A330-200 one time in the Star Alliance livery. That's awesome. I remember when I flew the Qantas 747-400 with the Star Alliance livery, which was pretty cool. And Pierpi becoming a 737 class member. Welcome aboard, mate. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Pierpi all the way from Singapore. Great to have so many viewers and members now from around the world supporting my channel, so thank you very much. And a big shout out to Pierpi for supporting the channel. Thank you very much for your support. I hope you have been enjoying the streams over the last couple of days, mate. And please do check out the exclusive perks you will get as a 737 class member, which you'll find on the members only pages. So thank you, and please, if you are active on Discord, please join. You'll get some pretty exclusive stuff on there as well. Alrighty. And John asks, if you could add a livery to any plane it's not on, which would you choose? Wow, that is a hard one. So we're going to lose the 747 there for a second, but we'll pick it back up once she rolls all the way down to here. Could we have a double shot? And there it is, rotating effortlessly out of the center runway. There it goes. Got the Lufthansa on final. $320. And John, I'll come back to your question in just a minute. We'll just grab the touchdown of this one on the left runway. And butter, there we are. Yeah, love the look of the spoilers coming up, as always. And John, just going back to your question. If you could add a livery to any plane that's not on, which would you choose? That is a very, very hard one. I think I'll have to change it up a bit. Oh, that's such a hard question. A livery that it's not on. Right. I'll come back to it. I'll have a bit of a think and I'll come back to it, but that's definitely a cool question. And John also says so many awesome new members today. Indeed, it's been a great day. We've had a lot of new members joining the stream, which is great to see. And Sonilda Broilo, thank you very much. So yes, awesome new members. So thank you everyone who has become a member today. Really do appreciate the support. Mohammed says the suggestion is to possibly add Flight Radar 24 to the screen showing the aerodrome that you are sending live from. I've wanted to do that actually. I did think about that, and it would be a cool idea to add it in. Definitely something for me to look into doing for the future streams, and I promise I will. But thank you, Mohammed, for that suggestion. And Miguel from Mexico City, I thought so, yes mate. Well, watch out, we might actually I might look at doing a live there in the future in Mexico City. Would be pretty cool. So hopefully we can bring you a live from your home airport. Yes, Kevin, that would be awesome. Actually, John, if I have to say, I would love to see Swiss, even on one of their 777s, I think, or the 340, do like one of their retro liveries that they have. Do a retro. The retro paint scheme, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Not too sure what we've got coming in next, but I'll have a look. The wind's really picked up, so trying to hold everything here is rather difficult, so I do apologise, but getting it all sorted. Miss Wolves 13, g'day. We'll check what we have on final. Air Dolomiti, looks like it's going the central runway though. And we lost the DHL 777 as well. That's gone the north runway, unfortunately. And MJ says, what about streaming from Memphis? Looks like a lot of purple tails here. Well, MJ, good news is Memphis is on the books, and I was actually chatting to Matt about a Louisville and Memphis trip. So we were going to hit up the base of UPS and the base of FedEx, which would be pretty cool. So definitely on the books. Was looking at doing it in November. Let me know, what's the weather there like in November? Is it worth it? Is it good? Is it too cold? Do you reckon we'll struggle? If you're a local there, please let us know. As if November's alright, I'd look at going there in November to try to do it. Nice one, Phantom Planes. St. Martin, that'll be pretty cool. It would have been pretty cool a couple of years ago when they were receiving the Air France 340s and the KLM 747s. That would have been a sight. And Connor asks, ever thought about spotting in Athens? Yes, I have. Definitely a place I wouldn't mind doing. And the wind is really picking up. You guys can probably tell by the shakes with the camera there. Not good. And John says, I think I'd like to see an American... the aluminum livery on the 787, even though it's 50% carbon composites. Indeed. Yes, that chrome livery, as I call it, sure is stunning. I love the look of it on a MD-11. Thank you, Miss Wolves, for the awesome support and spreading the support. And yes, Cincinnati gets a variety of cargo. You should go there. Indeed, we were also talking about Cincinnati. That would be awesome. So we could add that into the little cargo trip. So we could actually do a little cargo trip for you guys. How would you guys like to see Cincinnati, Memphis, and Louisville? A cargo spotting trip. Even SDF, Matt Styles. Good idea. You're not wrong there. I'll definitely note that. I think that's a fabulous idea. And not too cold in November. Average temps are high 50s. That's not too bad, actually. I would seriously consider looking into it then. I think I'd be able to try to get a couple of days off to head over there. Good morning, Jim. Great to have you watching, mate. Hope you're well. Welcome to Frankfurt. Got a United 777-200ER taxiing out, which will be good to see. And g'day Bart. Alrighty, so everyone, it seems Memphis could be done in November, so we could have a little spotting trip, cargo spotting trip in November for you guys with Louisville, Memphis and Cincinnati, and possibly SDF as well. If you guys would really like to see that, hit that like button, or let me know in the chat if you'd like to see a little cargo compilation. We could have a little bit of a fun here there with cargo spotting trip, Memphis, Louisville, Cincinnati and SDF. I think that would be awesome fun. Also consider PANC. Yes, good old Anchorage. Been there a couple times, and it is it's a place. It's a place. Definitely my favorite airport in the world, without a doubt, Anchorage. Anchorage, I think I spent a week there, and every night I only roughly got 2 hours or so, 3 hours of sleep, just because of how insane that airport was. Like, there was just stuff coming at all hours of the day, through the night, and since it was daylight, like, you could easily go and spot it at 1 a.m. and have no problems. Just the bears you got to worry about. But it was just such a cool airport with the movements that they got there. Honestly, it was something else. And have a look at this. The 340-300, operated by Lufthansa. Check flight radar, see where it's heading off to. And yes, Johannesburg, which is definitely on the books. So when I head down there, I'll be definitely trying to do Cape Town at the same time as well. So a little South African trip would be good fun with Johannesburg and Cape Town on the list, Mohammed. And cheers, Bart. Sounds like a cool trip. Sure does. We have Sylvia joining in from Michigan in the US. Great to have you watching. Oh, bit of lag there, guys. Sorry about that. Sue Major, g'day. And yes, Louisville is SDF. Yeah. Sounds good. I think Louisville, Memphis, and Cincinnati. MEM, CVG, and SDF could be an awesome option. And that is right. Don't want to end up a bear snack in Anchorage. Alrighty, let's have a look at the A340. Is off to Montreal, and that United 777 is off to Houston. So I'll get a quick close-up of it. So we lost the United 777 behind the building till it appears from the other side. You can just see the tail there at the back. I'll see it effortlessly rotate out of the center runway here in Frankfurt. And there we go. 200 ER off to Houston. George Bush Intercontinental. Down in the south of Texas. And lining up, we have the Lufthansa 340-300 off to Montreal. And Mario B joining in from Melbourne. Great to have you joining, mate. And Matt Stiles says, I feel like most of Cincinnati's cargo activity is at night, so I'm not sure if it'll work for your equipment. It sure will. If there's enough light coverage at the airport, we should be able to do a night live stream with our night camera that we have. It should work fine, so hopefully we can deliver it for you. And you gotta love the look of the quad on the 340. It sure does stand out, and it sure is a classic sight. G'day Gus, thanks for joining in, mate. Great to see you watching along. And yes, a big shout out as well quickly to all of our mods here on the channel for helping me out. Really do appreciate it. Obviously helps keep the chat safe and things like that. So I really do appreciate that support. G'day Scott. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining in and welcome to Frankfurt. And the wind has picked up. We've got a Scott, one of our awesome channel members, got a Condor 767 there on the central runway, just holding on the runway for the moment. I'll see if I can bring up flight radar quickly before she heads off to see where she is off to. Oh, off to Anchorage. Off to Anchorage, Alaska. How cool is that? Heading off to Anchorage. Wow, I wish I was on board that one. Heading up there, that would be awesome fun. Can never, ever go wrong with a trip to Anchorage. No one can tell me otherwise, that's for sure. So I recently actually also found out that Eurowings Discover operates an Airbus 330 service to Anchorage, which is pretty cool as well. So no worries, Phantom Planes. Okay guys, almost time to go for class, so I'm signing off now. See you guys next time. No worries, mate. Thanks for tuning in though, and thanks for working with the spanner this morning, mate. You've been a great help and we really do appreciate it. Alrighty guys, looks like we've got a heavy coming in and it is a special livery. It's the Saudi Arabian Airlines 787-10, flight 167, arriving in from Jeddah. Wow, it's got the neon livery, so it's a special livery. Alrighty guys, so quickly we are about to get the awesome Saudi Arabian 787-10 arriving in from the elegant destination of Jeddah. Definitely a place I'd love to visit one day. Unfortunately wouldn't be able to stream from there, but definitely a place I want to visit. Not too far out now. And yes, pity there are no direct flights from Frankfurt to Australia. I could not agree more. Really hoping Qantas does start something, or even better, hope Lufthansa starts something. That would be fantastic. I'd be over the moon. How awesome is that? What an awesome livery.
Great special livery on that Saudia 787. And yes, I'm back. Hello everyone. Getting drinks and having a bit of a break. It's been a long morning. And I have been doing some things outside of the streaming as well. Doing lots of 4K filming. So a very long morning. But nonetheless, great to get that Saudi 787. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen that livery, Sam. What about you?
No, never.
Guys, do remember to like and subscribe. We would both really appreciate that. A like can really go a long way in helping Sam and I continue these live streams, because a like will help the YouTube algorithm decide who it's going to share the video to and how many people it's going to promote it to. So we both really appreciate all the support, and it's free. Especially if you're enjoying the live stream. We would absolutely adore it. So we've got a little bit of a rush coming in, I think, although it is a few narrow bodies. We have the Lufthansa A320 arriving from Vienna next up, and that's going to be wearing the old livery. It's LH1239. Following that is an Air Dolomiti Embraer. Following that is another Lufthansa A320, and then a Lufthansa A321. So we have quite a few narrow-body aircraft coming in. We have some heavies coming up soon too. A couple of A340s. We're going to get the European cargo A340-600, one that I'm definitely very excited for. Great to see A340-600 back here in Frankfurt, and also one that I don't particularly have the best shots of. It hasn't really worked in my favor too well. Trying to catch it. Unfortunate that the Lufthansa A320 arriving from Vienna went to runway 25 center, which is really unfortunate. It's the further runway and the building blocks the touchdown, which kind of sucks, but you can never get everything you want, especially at a great airport like Frankfurt. You have to decide a lot between the traffic or the spots. It's very rare that you get a really, really good airport with really good traffic and also having really, really good spots. And Mohammed asks, is Dubai in the books? At the moment, Dubai isn't in the books. Dubai is, at least to my knowledge, spotting there is not legal. And so because the spotting there is not legal, we don't want to risk getting in trouble with the authorities, because obviously that's, especially you don't want to be doing that in a foreign country. We have to sort of respect the laws of the land. I'd love to go to Dubai to plane spot and to stream there, but it's just, at the moment, don't think it's going to be possible. And over here we have that Air Dolomiti Embraer E195. And that's arriving from Innsbruck in Austria as EN 8053. And next up on 25 Centre we have LH233, another A320 arriving from Rome. Before that we have this Jetstar A321 being tugged over from... Sorry, I keep saying Jetstar, Lufthansa, I'm so sorry.
Don't know what's going on with this guy, but yeah, not good, mate, not good. Really unprofessional.
Feeling a little bit homesick, I think. Thinking of all the Jetstars that we get over there, I keep mistakenly calling Lufthansa Jetstar. And over there, arriving on 25 Centre, is that Lufthansa arriving from Rome. It's wearing the new livery as well, so it's a lovely catch. Bit of a dilemma here. Sam got mixed up with the runways. There's a great angle there of the Saudi 7810 that just landed about 5 minutes ago. A really cool special livery on that one, that's for sure.
I'm not sure if the Dash 10's regular visitor here, or is it just the Dash 9?
Honestly, I'm not too sure either.
Could be special.
I think they mix it up a little bit between the 10s and the 9s. Originally, this was meant to be a different livery. This was meant to be another special, but not this one.
What an edgy airline, honestly.
I know, but Sam and I are always amazed by Saudi.
Definitely one of my favourite airlines out there. Very edgy, very cool. Saudi, Jeddah. Definitely a place I want to get to one day.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So as our A340 Duo draws in closer, we just have a little rush of narrow bodies from around the European region. But Sam, we're going to have double A340s here. Hopefully that they both go to the south.
Yes, we really need this 340-600 to go to the south.
I think it shall. I mean, the cargo apron is located down here. Who says that looks like the A3 Autobahn behind you? It is the A3 Autobahn.
It is. And MJ putting in the link to where we are streaming from. Thanks for that, MJ. So anyone that wants to find out where we're streaming from, click the link that one of our awesome members and our awesome channel mod, MJ, has just posted in the chat. Go check it out. Here's another close-up of the beautiful Saudi Airlines 787. And Killian staying in Europe for just another couple days, been here for a couple weeks.
That's right. And next up on runway 25 center, we have the Lufthansa A320 or A319, sorry, LH135 arriving from Stuttgart. A short hop down from the south. And there it is. It's going to fly over that Saudi Arabia, actually. The 787-10. But double trouble, as you could say. It's great to see that we have 232 likes. It's absolutely awesome. Both Sam and I really do appreciate that, and it helps us out immensely. If you are enjoying the stream so far and you haven't already, do make sure to hit that like button. It helps YouTube decide whether or not to promote this video to a wider audience or not. Sam and I would really appreciate that, and it will keep the live streams going. Obviously a successful live stream, and Sam and I are going to want to continue on with doing that. And Killian asks, any other live plan before leaving? Definitely. We're going to be doing it all the way up until we leave. At the moment, it's still undecided on like what's exactly going to happen. Sam and I have to have a discussion tonight to figure it out, but I think at the moment we're going to be doing a live from Zurich tomorrow. So that should be great. We definitely want to do that as well, because there is an undercover area, and the weather around a lot of the busier airports here in the EU are meant to be raining for the better half of the day. So we certainly want to protect the gear and have the best stream that we possibly can. A few people tuning in from Sweden. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying what we're seeing here down in Germany. Imagine that you guys would be getting some cool stuff over there as well.
Yeah, definitely. What runway is it? That's when it switched. Just let us also know, guys, are you guys still keen for the JFK stream? If you're still keen for the JFK stream on the 12th of September, please let us know. Actually, we really need to look at some flights ASAP. I haven't booked any. So, guys, let us know. If you still really want JFK, look, after this stream, we'll book flights and get it done. So, they're probably going to be a bit expensive, but that's alright. Got to do what you got to do. If people want the stream, we'll provide it and try our best. Just let us know, guys. Oh, John with a capital letters, yes. I think people want the stream on the 12th. Oh God, chat's going off.
That is great. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be there for the first 2 days of streaming. Got some other commitments over here in Europe that I must attend to. But I will be there as soon as possible, most likely landing on the 13th. So I'll be there to stream on the 14th. So it should be great. But until then, I think I'm going to be staying in Europe while Sam is most likely going to be going to JFK.
MJ saying he used to work at JFK in 91 and 92. It's going back a while. Chris, JFK, Miss Wolves wants JFK.
Everybody wants JFK, by the sounds of it.
A lot of people want JFK, so alrighty guys, well if you guys really want it, Clive, hell yes. I will, I think after this stream I'll look at some flights and I'll book one. Preferably leaving from Frankfurt, it's just easier. Yeah, they're going to be expensive, but that's alright. Got to do a JFK stream. I'd actually love to see if I could fit in a London stream as well. Gonna try fly from Frankfurt. Alrighty. Rachel O says JFK would be amazing. It would be. And Plane Spotting Berlin says, where are you flying from? Looking at first, we're looking at leaving from either Heathrow or Frankfurt. Guten Tag, friends, says Rudy. We've got Rudy in the chat.
Hello, Rudy.
Great to hear from you, Rudy. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're well. Definitely, I think myself and Matt are way overdue for a catch-up with you, Rudy. When did we last see Rudy? That was Air Force One. Yes, Rudy, we really do need to catch up soon. It would be good. And Mohammed asks, what's the plan for tomorrow? It's going to be Zurich, most likely. And yes, Bamboo Airways doing 15 minutes, which will be really good to see. The 787-9. And yes, one way, leaving on the 11th. Preferably either early in the morning or late at night. And thank you, Miss Wolves, for the awesome support. Okay, guys, I have one more question for you. One more. Really, really quickly, we've got one last question. Oops. So, would you guys like, potentially if they're using the correct runway configuration at Heathrow, would you guys like a Heathrow stream on Sunday the 11th of September? Is that something you guys would be interested in? Wow, look at that. I think that's another Air Hamburg. I could be wrong though. I'll have a look. And it was Eurolink from Munich. And yes, Rudy, that was back in June. Rudy, we definitely have to catch up soon. Matt and I, we miss you guys.
Definitely, we really do.
So it'd be really good to catch up. I think it'd be good to head out to get some lunch or some dinner after some plane spotting at LAX.
Definitely, and then also we can head out to Palmdale if there's anything really cool going in there, like the DC-8.
Oh, L1011.
That'd be nice.
Yes, so Rudy, let's catch up soon for sure, mate. Great stuff, says Mohammed. Heathrow would be great. Definitely, yes. Sure, yes. LHR would be great, for sure. Samil, well, everyone wants LHR. The pressure is on. Guys, if we have enough time and can squeeze it all in, we could have LHR one day and the next day we could have JFK. That would be a
previous day Zurich.
And the previous day Zurich. So that would be a pretty good achievement, I'd have to say. And we will try our best for that. I think that would be pretty cool though.
Definitely. Would I be able to chat to you for a second?
Of course, well.
That's definitely possible.
It's possible. It really is. I got to have a look at flights though. That's what's going to be the killer. So we've got to really have a look at some flights and see if this could all work. But if it does, then we could be set. Alrighty. The cheapest I've seen is Norse from Berlin to JFK on the 11th, leaving at 7:20, arriving at 10 p.m. for 387, including baggage. Wow, not bad. Alrighty, guys. So I just had a chat to Matt. We're having to think we might do LHR all day, starting in the morning on Sunday the 11th, and then we will do JFK on the 12th. And Zurich on the 10th, so it's going to be a busy period, but we'll try our best. Oh wow, from LHR you're looking at €1,000 plus for non-stop flights without luggage. Well guys, we'll do whatever works, I guess, but we do want to get it done.
Oh, definitely. If we can make it work with the runways, we'll do it.
Alrighty. Alright guys, we'll have a quick look at the... And Mohammed says, love to visit Germany. Welcome to Malaysia, especially by Malaysia Airlines. Well, mate, I'm actually heading off to Kuala Lumpur next month in October, which should be good fun. I'm looking forward to Kuala Lumpur. I'm actually flying on Malaysia Airlines, the 330. So, great stuff, Mohammed. So, guys, I was just having a bit of a chat to Matt, and I think we'll try and make it work. And that Eurowings Discover A330 that we saw on the runway earlier is actually off to Anchorage, up to ANC. The A330-300 off to ANC, which is pretty cool. I'd be dying to get on that one, not gonna lie. As I said to everyone earlier, like, it's just one flight that no matter where I would be in the world, I'd still take it to leave.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can never go wrong with Anchorage. Alrighty guys, let's have a look. And it looks like the Bamboo 787-9 is now on final approach for us. Flight 79 from Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon. We've got the European Cargo 340-600. It's about to turn on to right base. And we have Lufthansa Flight 543 arriving in from Bogota. It's currently on downwind. Alrighty guys, so it looks like we're going to be doing a Zurich stream on Saturday. We're going to be doing a Heathrow stream. If the runways are the correct runways, we're doing a Heathrow stream on Sunday. And we will do a JFK stream on the Monday and Tuesday. And the Wednesday. So we'll try our best to do it for you. It's going to be a tough one, but we'll try. I reckon it will pay off in the end though. I reckon it's going to be a great way to build the channel up and hopefully you guys enjoy the streams.
Definitely. Sam and I really have to do some research tonight on the way down to Zurich, I think.
Yeah, I'll drive. You can look at some flights for me.
I'll look at flights, I'll look at runways, I'll look at winds, I'll look at weather. We'll try and make it all work. Everything we can think of. And everything we can't think of, apparently.
Oh, spots.
And we've got to figure out the spots. Well, for Heathrow, yes. It really does depend on the runway if we're going to be able to do this or not. There's a few spots that I do think would work for a live stream, but there's a few that definitely wouldn't. And that really depends on the runway. So it looks like the A340 is still tracking down to our runway. I certainly do hope that it... Oh yes, it looks like it's coming south, Sam. That A340-600. Absolutely brilliant. So we've got two pretty cool arrivals coming back to back. The Bamboo 787 and also the A340-600. And yeah, strangely, a lot of spotters are leaving, which is quite strange because there is the A340-600 coming in, which is quite cool to see. Next up to land, we have the Star Alliance A320, arriving from Barcelona. Special livery on this Lufthansa, Sam, the Star Alliance. Operating as LH1131, an hour and a half flight. And Stefan, we are only visiting Frankfurt, unfortunately. We're going to be leaving here later tonight to head to our next destination, Zurich.
And that's going to be a drive, as I actually drove the full four and a bit hours this morning from where were we? Amsterdam. I drove this morning from Amsterdam to here, and I'll most likely be also driving from Frankfurt to Zurich tonight, so it's going to be a big day. We've streamed, so looking forward to it though. And guys, take a look. Oh, one sec. Take a look at the Aviation Videography Instagram and Facebook, as we will update you guys on our Instagram stories of what we're doing. So Matt and I will probably post a video whilst we're driving in the car to let you guys know, look, we've looked at flights, we've looked at runways, we've looked at spots, and Heathrow will either happen or not. We will let you guys know in the car what we decide. But it should be a good day of fun. If it does happen, that's going to be crazy. And yes, A340 is coming up soon, guys, but first we'll grab the Bamboo Airways 787-9 from Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. That's flight 79. See this one quite often in Melbourne since they started services recently, which is pretty cool. Now competing with Vietnam Airlines. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button and subscribe if you're a fan of what we're doing out here today. And any support you can give the channel really does help us out immensely, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know that traveling to these places doesn't come cheaply, and coming up with decisions last minute to say go and do a stream at Heathrow and JFK doesn't come cheaply at all. So it does help us out, all the support you give us, to be able to continue to do it for as long as possible and provide the live streams. Definitely, guys, that was awesome. That is the Dreamweaver you see at Sydney. It sure is. So just for anyone joining in, welcome to Aviation Videography. We're live here in Frankfurt in Germany, Germany's busiest airport. And on final approach now is going to be the highlight of the day. Here it is, the European cargo A340-600. There it is, slamming down. What an awesome plane, the quad, the X Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600, now operated by European Air Cargo, arriving in from the UK. Oh, what an awesome catch that was, guys. That's definitely, in my opinion, going to be the highlight of the day. So very enthused we were able to catch that one, guys.
And it doesn't stop there, Sam. Look, there's another A340 on final approach.
Well, would you look at that? 2 A340s in a row. So the next one is Lufthansa Flight 543, arriving in from Bogota, from Colombia. It's a 340-300. It's wearing the old livery.
It's a 10.5-hour flight as well, so decent length.
Very much. Which I think they should make any flight over 5 hours should always be operated by a quad. Any flight over the ocean. I think that way we'd be seeing a lot more of these.
I think any flight over 10 minutes, really.
I think any flight at all at this point. Oh.
I like Israel's ban, but I would like it the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But guys, if we can get this video to 400 likes, we could have JFK, Zurich, and Heathrow all in the time span of 3 days for you. And the support really does go a long way, guys. Like, just quickly saying, like, the support you guys give us really does help us out immensely, as things like this don't come very cheap, as I'm sure you are aware. Just deciding on the spot that in two days time that you'll be streaming in Heathrow doesn't always come cheap, I guess you could say, and could say the same thing about the whole JFK thing.
Sam, it looks like the A340's going to 25 centre. It's done a little bit of a right turn.
25 centre. We'll still be able to grab it, but we won't be able to see the roll down. So it's arriving in from Bogota. And DJ says, hello, I was born in Colombia, but I live in Australia. Wow, that's awesome. Well, here you are. Here is the LH340-300 arriving in from Bogota. Now, unfortunately, we did lose the Lufthansa 340-300 to the other runway, which means we did not get to see it as well. But look at that. There is the European Air Cargo. Airbus A340-600. Those quad jets looking mean as ever. So, guys, just want to say a really big thanks to everyone's support for tuning in. Everyone who leaves a comment, a like, a subscribe, or even turns the bell notification on really does support us. And to anyone that sends a super chat or becomes a member of the channel, really do appreciate the help with the finances, and also appreciate you becoming a member, as it really does help us out extremely with bringing these streams for all of you guys. No worries, Tina. Thank you, Miss Wolves. Appreciate that support and spreading it all around, so thank you very much. Noah, g'day.
Patrick. Really do appreciate the help with the flights. Definitely quite a few options there that we have to consider and find to be the best possible way. But we definitely will. We always do manage to find some great flights and great deals. So for those who are just joining in, we are at Frankfurt now, both Sam and I, enjoying a wonderful afternoon. We just caught some amazing catches right there. We got 2 A340s, not seen very often around the world. As you can see, the terminal here is absolutely stacked with all sorts of different airlines and aircraft. And this is like the quiet patch as well. Coming in very shortly as well, we have the LATAM 777 from Sao Paulo. It's going to be great to get that. Should come on the south side where Sam and I are positioned for a 2-5 left arrival. It's going to be great to catch in 20 minutes time or so. We're both very much looking forward to it. But in the meantime, we have our next arrival onto runway 25 left, which is the Lufthansa A320 Neo from Graz, which is located in Austria. Another very beautiful airport, Graz. And here we go, we can see the blue is just peeking out from behind those clouds. Crazy to think when both Sam and I got here, the rain was so heavy that we couldn't even see traffic 20 feet in front of us. Looks almost like a different day. The sun is coming in and out from behind the clouds, so it's causing a bit of havoc. One minute we put the umbrella away, the next minute we have to take it back out. Always good fun. Just waiting for our next arrival now, which is going to be a Globe Air Cessna 510 Citation. Waiting for that to emerge from behind the trees. Also got a special livery Iceland Air, however I do think that might go to the north side unfortunately. Got a Land Cargo 767 which is just taken off from Amsterdam as well. Both Sam and I really do appreciate all the support that everyone's given us on this live stream. If you want to support us further and help push the stream out to more people, make sure to give the stream a like. And if you haven't already and want to see more of what Sam and I are doing around the world, make sure to subscribe and to turn the bell notification on. That way you will get the notification when we do turn out live, because sometimes it just doesn't happen as often as we like. We don't really have a schedule.
And Roger Abbott joining in from Knoxville, Tennessee. I actually knew a bloke out from Knoxville, Tennessee. His name was Tanner Jones. One of our good friends, Max Getley, is related to Tanner Jones, living out there in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Ex-lumberjack, I think.
Ex-lumberjack, yeah. Used to work for Southern Freight Services or something.
What a man.
What a man, indeed. Great to hear from you, Roger Abbott. Hope you've been well, mate. And thanks for coming by and tuning in for some heavy action here at Frankfurt. As on screen you can see there, the Lufthansa 740-7400, the Queen. And Roger, who is now a member for 2 months, asks, where are you all going next? Well, we're actually off to Zurich tomorrow. So we've got a Zurich stream tomorrow, and so Zurich stream for Friday and Saturday. Then we will have a London Heathrow stream for Sunday, hopefully. This isn't promised, but we are going to do some research after today's stream and hopefully see if we can fit in Heathrow. We only just thought about Heathrow, thought about the idea properly as such in a serious way a couple of minutes ago. So Heathrow would be our option, and then Monday, looking at JFK, which will be cool, really cool. Chris saying how time flies, becoming a member now for 2 months. Wow. Chris and Roger and John and everyone who's been a member now for 2 months, honestly cannot thank you enough. It's you guys there and everyone else that really does help support us. It really helps support the channel, obviously, to bring these live streams, because obviously traveling from Amsterdam to Frankfurt to Zurich to London to New York, John F. Kennedy, doesn't come at free. Well, there always is a cost and a price to it, and financially, your financial support towards the channel really does help us to continue to bring the stream. So honestly, cannot thank you enough for the awesome support you guys have been giving us. And there's not a day go by where Matt and I don't think about it, and you guys always tune in to every live stream. It's really good to see, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Joshua Lee Clare joining in from San Diego, California. Thanks very much, mate. And Somil, how's it going? And Mateo, g'day mate. How's it going? No stress at all, Mateo. All good mate, don't stress it. Appreciate you coming to say g'day and letting us know how you been, mate. Let us know. But thanks for dropping by, and we've got some pretty exciting stuff for the next week, so hopefully you can stay tuned for that stuff. But thank you for your awesome support as always. You always tune in. So we've got one battery left. We've got this one and one left. So let's see. And that is right, Roger. We have been with you all since Miami. That is right. The first start back in Miami. Feels like a lifetime ago, honestly. And Miss Wolves 13 says, guys, over 300 likes. Well, that's an awesome achievement. Thank you so much for all the love and support from everybody. And Roger Abbott with a $5 super chat. Roger, you are a legend, mate. Thank you so much. As I've said, you know where all that support goes. It really does go straight to funding the next airport we can physically get to. So we really do appreciate the support. And we hope you are enjoying the streams as always. And guys, thanks so much for sticking around since Miami. We didn't think it would get this big and keep going. So honestly, your support is very much appreciated. So thank you.
And we're looking forward to see where it's going to go and where it's going to take us in the future.
Indeed, very much looking forward to seeing where it will go. Yes, 307 likes. Awesome stuff. And Mateo, yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, mate. It's been a good stream today so far. We've got a couple cool places lined up for you guys over the next week. We're looking at Zurich, London Heathrow, and New York's infamous John F. Kennedy International, which should be awesome fun. So thank you very much for everyone's support. Oh, I think you're wind's really picked up here. And Scott says sky is the limit, mates. It sure is. That's why we'll continue to keep this going for everybody, and hopefully one day we can tick off the list that we've done as many airports as we can possibly provide for you guys. So really do hope you are enjoying it. There we can see three beautiful, hang on, hey, get back to that Finnair. As everyone knows, Finnair is my favourite. So seeing that being taken off screen, there's a soft part of me that it hurts. But in the meantime, we've got the Air Dolomiti on final here. There we are. Goodbye, Samil. Take care. Thanks for joining in. I hope you have enjoyed the short stream it's been. And Mateo asks, have you guys been having anything like some beers or any type of beverage during this stream? No beers today. No beers today. Well, yeah, we've got too much driving to do today. So what have we got? I've got a iced lemon tea, and Matt's got the same. So
we're just trying to be healthy.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, just got a iced lemon tea, lemon iced tea as you guys would call it. And that's really it. I had a nice meal this morning. And as you can see on screen there, the beautiful Finnair Airbus A350-900, such an elegant looking plane. And see you soon, Samil. Thanks for joining in. And Roger says Zurich is pretty good to plane spot. I know the airport very well. Sounds good. We're actually going to one of the spotting decks, so very much looking forward to that. Should be awesome fun. Lufthansa 320 now on final.
And it does look like that privileged 777 is heading off to a runway 18 for its departure. Would have been great to get from the other side.
And John says, gosh, that Finnair is stunning. Well, John, I'm glad we have the same taste with that one. It is a absolutely stunning aircraft. It's so beautiful. I love it.
Both you and Sam are two peas in the pod.
Oh, all right, mate. Yeah, honestly, mate. And Lady Cat's the same. She loves it. I know she does. Here's here. Finnair Jefferson Starship is my favourite plane and airline. Well, Lady Cat, I can definitely say the same. I am a big fan of the Finnair airline. I do prefer it on the 340 though. It looks really nice when they had them.
Oh, definitely. Even that special livery on that 340 was awesome. I remember seeing a lot of photos of it. Never actually got to see it in person myself, but regardless, a very, very cool aircraft. And Roger Abbott, our wonderful 2-month member, says tip these guys. It will help them travel around the world, give us great streams. Roger, we really do appreciate that support. And yes, it really does go towards helping us be able to bring you more live streams from around the world. And that's what we put all of the money that we do get from streaming into, because we think that we want to give back to you guys if you're going to be giving to us. And we also love to see different airports and to show different airlines off and get out here live and for you guys to keep us company while we do some plane spotting. It's great fun.
And Mateo says, yeah, it's always important to stay healthy when you're expert plane spotters. I'd say plane spotters, I'm definitely not an expert, but I appreciate that. But yeah, it definitely is important to stay healthy when plane spotting.
I would say it's more about having the balance. Like we eat McDonald's for breakfast, lunch and dinner, so we have iced tea to balance that out. You know, you've got to have some healthiness in there. Yeah. And iced tea still isn't very healthy, but no. It's better than Coke.
Yeah. And Mateo also asks, what airline will you guys use to get to New York JFK? Well, I'm probably going to be the one going to JFK earlier than Matt. Matt will stay in Europe for a little longer, but I'm not too sure yet. Actually, after this stream, I'm going to sit down and do some research and try to find out what the best airline is to get me there. Maybe Lufthansa or BA or Swiss, maybe something like that. And g'day Daniel, hope you're well, mate. Daniel says 2 streams at a time from the same airport from different spots. What more could you wish for? Hi folks. G'day Daniel Vo, hope you're well, mate. Hope Dusseldorf is treating you well, but yeah, good to hear from you. And
Dusseldorf got the blue Expo A380 today, you lucky guys.
Oh, they did. Hopefully you went out for it. But yeah, nice to hear from you, mate. Hope you're keeping well. It was good to catch up in Amsterdam. And Chuck joining in from Texas, down in the Lone Star State.
Love Texas.
I love Texas. Can never go wrong with Texas.
On screen there we have the Finnair A350, a crowd favourite by the looks of it. And there it goes. I believe this one is being leased out to... Yes, Eurowings, and this is going to Calgary as 4Y72. So it's operating as a Eurowings flight, but I do believe it has the Finnair crew on it.
Yeah, they would, because it's still registered under
Exactly, Sam. But next up we have our next heavy. It is the LATAM 777-300ER from Sao Paulo. Wearing the standard LATAM livery, not the Star Wars jet unfortunately, but that's okay. And about to complete its 11-hour flight from Sao Paulo. Wow, I bet the people on the flight are ready to stretch their legs here in Germany. And our next heavy after that is going to be the LATAM Cargo 767 from Amsterdam. It's about 10 minutes away. Till then we've got a few narrow bodies to enjoy.
Just waiting for the 777 to pop out from behind the trees, and I can see it, so let's grab this awesome LATAM Boeing 777-300ER. Gotta love the look of those spoilers coming up there. And yes, Lady Cat, I also have a model of the Finnair 350, but just in the regular normal livery. And I also have a model of a Finnair A340 300 with the One World livery.
Then on screen now we're going to have that Finnair off to Calgary. It should start spooling up very, very shortly. And we do see landing on the north side at the moment is a Lufthansa cargo operating from Ord. Chicago is LH8189. It is unfortunate that Lufthansa Cargo, Aerologic and also DHL all do like to use that northern runway for their arrivals. We do get them here on the south side as well, but 9 times out of 10 they will go to that northern side. And that one's wearing the old livery. The one I do miss is the Lufthansa Freight MD-11s. The MD-11s always came to the south side, so they were great to catch. And also just having like a different MD-11 as well, aside from the FedEx and UPS, is great to see. But they were unfortunately retired back in, I think, September of last year. Either September or very early October. I do remember I was in Frankfurt when they had the event on. Here we have another Lufthansa A319 arriving on runway 25 left. And the wind really has picked up too, making for some of these arrivals potentially tricky. Bit of double action there. We've got the A350 departure to Calgary and then the A319 just touching down. Definitely got to check where that's going. Not going, so coming. Love to see. And Chuck has joined the 737 class. Chuck, welcome to the Aviation Videography membership. We really do appreciate that. Be sure to check out the community tab to see all your exclusive perks. We would really love to chat to you a lot more and get to know you better. We're starting up our server as well, where we're going to be able to talk to a lot of our channel members, and we hope that you enjoy the exclusive perks. We have uploaded an unreleased video from an airport that we haven't featured on the channel before, that being Kuala Lumpur. We have put that up there for members only, so I do hope that you enjoy that video, and we plan to put up a lot more, especially when we're back home and we're a little bit less rushed, as we were unable to make it too many before actually coming over to Europe for our big European tour for the stream. So thanks again, we really do appreciate that and having you on board. And Jet Set TV says, first time watching plane spotting from Frankfurt. Well, we are absolutely delighted to be showcasing this wonderful airport to you. It is a very busy place, especially for the A340 operations and also 747s. So I do hope you're enjoying, and I do hope that you like this spot that we have on screen. There's a Lufthansa A321 Neo. The weather definitely could be a bit better though. It's nice and windy. A bit chilly as well, but at least it's not raining like it was this morning. Have to say, I do love the new livery on the Lufthansa A321s. What about you guys? Do you agree with that, or do you prefer the old classic yellow dot on the tail, the distinctive yellow dot on the tail? Let me know in the chat. We've got Rudy, a good friend, asking Sam, when are you heading to JFK? Well, Sam is just taking a 5-minute break, but I can tell you for a fact that he's very adamant on leaving to JFK on the 11th. So he's going to be there on Sunday evening, I believe. And then going to stay there up till I think the 15th. So nice 4 days of plane spotting there in JFK. I'm going to have to join him a couple days later, I think, but we'll still get some streams up together before he has to go back, as he has some commitments with work that he can't stay any longer. And I'll be going back very shortly after that too. And Roger, you're indeed correct. Zurich is a very friendly place for plane spotting. I went there last year and had no issues whatsoever, but I do hope they keep that deck open, even if the weather is unfavourable. It does look like it's going to be a little bit rainy tomorrow, so I hope that they don't shut it and keep that open, as that's going to be our best source of shelter. And Rick Astley official channel. Hello. That's wonderful to hear, Jet Set TV, that you're enjoying Frankfurt. As you can see, around the terminal there's a lot of stuff parked up here. Got lots of heavy aircraft, particularly over here at Terminal 2. We have the Thai 777, we have that LATAM 777 that just landed not too long ago. I believe that's a Condor 767. There's plenty to see here, and this is at the moment the dull period. So I couldn't even imagine how much busier it was pre-COVID. And Daniel asks, does anybody remember the situation we had after the beginning of the pandemic? Nearly all planes grounded and parked. Fortunately, there is so much traffic again. Could not agree more. I definitely did not forget the start of that pandemic and what it did to the aviation community and the industry. It was a black swan event, absolutely devastating to witness and watch unfold, seeing airlines struggle, people out of jobs, and definitely do not forget that. But it's great to see that Frankfurt is busy again, and a lot of airports are recovering quite quickly after the pandemic. What do you think, Sam? It's good to see the airports recovering, and the industry.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's recovered faster than a lot of people would have thought as well. Ah, yes. Oh, yes, it is recovered a lot faster than I thought it would, which is not complaining about, that's for sure.
And the LATAM Cargo 767 is next from Amsterdam. And there it is, wearing the new livery, operating as UC1504. And arriving after that, we have the Royal Air Maroc 737-800 coming in from Casablanca as AT810. It's going to be nice to see wearing the new livery. I have to say the new livery is a stunner, with the back of the plane painted up quite nicely.
Got some nice clouds out here, the Savo.
And Michael, definitely, if you see a lot of plane spotters out here, way more than usual, you know something noteworthy is coming in. Like, for example, this afternoon we had the A340-600 from European Cargo. It's quite a rare thing to see here in Frankfurt, so a lot of people turned up and checked out what was going on. And Jet Set TV, LATAM is indeed South American. They have their main bases in Brazil and Chile. They used to be a separate airline, actually, LATAM. Used to be LAN and then TAM. They merged together. TAM was based in Brazil and LAN was based in Chile. Now they've merged together. TAM was the ones that had the 777s. And Nabila, thank you very much. Rewards for hard workers. Oh, we are definitely working hard out here, that's for sure. But it's been great fun catching all these heavy aircraft coming in and enjoying the afternoon out here at Frankfurt. And next up, we can see what looks like a A320. It's the Royal Air Maroc, of course. 737-800. Arriving from Casablanca as AT810, as I said only a few minutes ago. And Lady Cat says, I've been meeting local spotters at Austin recently, one last night when the British 777 took off in front of us. That's really cool, and honestly, like, one of the best parts of plane spotting is getting involved in the community, making friends. That's how me and Sam met and became friends, actually. Both plane spotters down there in Melbourne. We both had that shared interest in aviation and getting those photos, and that's really where the friendship all started. And there we can see that tie again. Air Canada is also wedged in there too. It's like a 787. And the next arrival is going to be a Lufthansa A320 from Milan as LH253. It's unfortunately going to 25 center. It's done a quick little right-hand turn and veered over to the middle. And yeah, look at the contrast in those clouds. It's a photographer's dream right now. As you can see there, you've got some dark clouds that are going across the approach path. Here's that Lufthansa from Milan going to 25 center. But fortunately, coming over here to runway 25 right is the Pegasus A320. It's the A321 Neo coming in from Istanbul as PC995. So Frankfurt get a lot of those on a daily basis from Istanbul, and so do a lot of the big European airports like Amsterdam and Paris. Do some research. We'll do it tonight. We're in the car. Exactly. Well, that's the thing. We're going to have to stop straight.
So guys, just quickly, we'll have to end the stream pretty soonish, just so Matt and I can start to plan our future moves. So we've actually we've got to drive to Zurich tonight, so we can bring you guys the Zurich stream for tomorrow. And I think we have to go sit down and plan out what we want to do with Heathrow. So if you guys really want Heathrow, let us know in the chat. Like, if you really decently actually want it, we will try our best to get it done. So after the stream, we will have to go sit down and work out how we're going to fit all this in and do it all. It's going to be tight schedule, but we'll do our best to deliver pretty much what you guys want, our audience and our viewers and our members. So after this, we'll probably end the stream after the Air Astana 767 that's due in.
About half an hour away.
about half an hour, 40 minutes or so. So we'll grab that one.
There's that Pegasus A321 Neo. And yes, as Sam was saying, we're just going to grab that Air Astana. Then we're going to start packing the stream up so we can start heading over to Zurich, get there early enough that we can rest, and then get out there early in the morning. And yes, on the way, we're going to plan this JFK, this Heathrow thing. We're going to try and make it work as best as we can. We want to give you guys what you want to see and what you want us to do. And we've tried to choose the busier airports when the weather has been good or the runways have been preferable. And Killian says Heathrow would be so cool. Definitely keep that in mind.
Go for it, y'all.
From Lady Cat. Our next arrival is going to be the Austrian Airlines Airbus A320-200 from Vienna. It's OS131. Another great catch there. You know, great to see, almost 400 likes.
We've almost hit our goal for the day, which I said earlier. I said a lot earlier. If we could get it to 400, I said we will definitely do our best to get JFK and Heathrow done. And Chris says, as much as LHR would be great, wouldn't it be easier to fly Zurich to JFK? It definitely, most likely, would be.
100% it would be. But
100%, yes.
we're not always about doing what's easiest. We're about doing what people want.
But if you guys really do want it, we're happy to do it. I think it would be, it'd be good fun. And we have a new member at Plane Spotting Jedi Knight. Welcome to the Boeing 737 class membership. Welcome aboard, mate. Great to have you aboard, and thanks for supporting the channel and becoming a member. Check out your exclusive perks. And we cannot thank you enough for really supporting the channel. It really does help us out. And it helps us grow the channel, as I'm sure you are aware, and obviously bring you guys to these future airports. So thank you so much, mate. Welcome aboard. And Daniel says, can't wait for Zurich. Have a good trip to Switzerland. See you tomorrow. Bye, folks. No worries, Daniel. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good rest of your evening, mate. And yeah, Chris, so when we finish the stream, we'll have a look at some flights and options like that, and just go from there to decide what we think is best to do. If we can find a way to make it all work, Matt and I will do it. And one thing that's very similar with myself and Matt is when we want to do something, it has to happen. That's I think one of our personality traits that we share. It's just, if we really want something, we will always find a way to do it. Always. No matter. I will go 2 nights without sleeping to be able to do it.
We will bend the rules of physics to make it happen.
Literally. That's a JFK story. That's sleeping at JFK Airport for you. I can tell you that story another time. Sounds good, guys. But yeah, Chris, we'll honestly try our best. Let's grab this Austrian.
Definitely do. Grab that Austrian, as OS131 unfortunately has gone to runway 25 center. There it is. Striking Austrian livery. I don't know about you, Sam, but I do prefer the old livery with the light blue on the belly.
Definitely. Could not agree more. Very classic.
Definitely very classic, and I remember as a kid that I used to always see those at Melbourne, and it was a great catch. Brings back the nostalgia. I do think they have 777 left in that. And John says dedication is a great trait. Could not agree more, and we really are as dedicated as we can get. Even to the point where we drove overnight to get to Amsterdam yesterday for a stream. Oh no, the night before, sorry. We did do a stop at Frankfurt first, fortunately, just to have some rest. And our friend Chris is hoping to get up there to Europe for some spotting around June, July next year. I think it's definitely worth it and you would not regret it. It is an awesome experience. Sam, what do you think? First experience here spotting in Europe?
Yes, very, very good. Highly recommend, and definitely my favourite place to be.
What do you think about getting a car if you're going to be going around spotting to different places?
Definitely a car is a must. Definitely cannot do Europe without a car, I feel, and it just makes it a lot easier because you feel a bit more freedom. If you want to go to Amsterdam, you can. If you want to drive 4 hours and go to Frankfurt, you can. So it's a must.
Definitely is, especially if you're trying to chase things. And Felipe joins. Hey, good afternoon. G'day, Felipe. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Over there we have that Pegasus A321 Neo that arrived not too long ago. Now we're just waiting for our next arrival onto runway 25 left. Looks like it's going to be the Iganna A340. Chris, great to see you. Made it to the live stream. I know the time zones aren't favourable for Australia as we're doing these. Usually we do them in the late night, as that's the better time here to do it. So next on approach, as I just said, is the Iganna A340, arriving as OZ541 from Seoul, Incheon. Completing a 13-hour flight. Must be exhausting for the poor passengers. Air Astana's not too far off now, about 20 minutes or so. There's going to be a few more arrivals before that, and then we will be packing up the stream for this afternoon and preparing for tomorrow's big stream down there in Zurich. John says he loves the Iganna's colour scheme. Definitely agree. I think the tail is awesome. A really, really nice design, especially on those 380s with the bigger tails.
I love the 7.4. I think the 7.4 with that tail is just so classy.
Oh, yeah.
Edgy.
It was really unfortunate when we were trying to set the stream up in the first place. We did see the Iganna 747 coming in, the freighter, but we weren't able to get it all up and running in enough time. Yeah, the rain really did limit how early we could start. We were being generous as well with a 10:30 start.
Yeah.
We looked at the forecast and we saw that it was supposed to end at about 9:30. We're like, I'll give it another hour. And despite that, it didn't really clear up much until about 11:30. There's not too much happening over here at the moment. We are still waiting for that next arrival. But it won't be long before it does come within sight. Chris is going to be getting some sleep, 12:45 a.m. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Both Sam and I really do appreciate it, and we do hope that you got your virtual fix of Europe until you can actually get here yourself. And we really, really do recommend it more than anything else. It has been a great experience. I think every day we've gotten something pretty damn cool in terms of aircraft that we've caught. Like today we got the European cargo A340-600, completely unexpected. Yesterday we got the ROM cargo at Liège. Every day there has been something great. So we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully you can tune in to tomorrow's at Zurich stream, Chris. And that Aviation A340 is certainly not far away now. And Loco says, make the most of the Aviation livery. Korean and Aviation are emerging, and rumours of a new livery for Korean Air too. I have heard similar rumours, but that is sort of the cool thing about the hobby, is you only have a certain time frame to get things and to see things, and then once they're gone, it's all part of history, and it happens so often. So definitely, yeah, make the most of the Aviation livery and Korean livery while we can. So we look forward to bringing that to you on the stream now. I can just see it behind the trees.
Killian, we will be live tomorrow morning in Zurich. Stephanie Hutchison says, good day everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day. Thank you, Stephanie. Hope you're having a good day as well. Great to have you here watching the stream. Good afternoon from Kalamata in Greece. G'day. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Capture this Aviation A340. And Stephanie Hutchison becoming a Boeing 737 class member. Stephanie, thank you so much for the awesome support and supporting the channel. And welcome aboard. Great to have you become a member of the channel today. Thank you very much, Stephanie, and look out for the awesome perks you'll receive as a 737 class member. Also check out the Discord. You can have a chat to all the other Av geeks on there. But thank you so much for supporting the channel and supporting myself in that, into bringing you these streams from around the world. There's the awesome Air China Cargo 777-200 freighter. We won't see it behind, whilst it's behind the building, but hopefully we'll see the rollout. Should see it in a couple seconds. There we are. Yeah, China 777-200 freighter. Okay, Killian. If you can't watch it live, you can definitely watch it after the stream. We'll definitely have it still up there for you to view. And there we have the Croatia Airlines Airbus A320. And some awesome light. Look at that. Awesome contrast with the clouds and the nice glow from the sun. Lighting up that Croatia Airbus A320. And what a bit of a bouncy touchdown there. Alrighty guys, check how far the Air Astana is. But first we have the BA Airbus A320 now on final. Look at that. Looking crisp as ever. And Miss Wolves says nearly 400 likes. Yes guys, we are very close. I wonder if we will hit it before the end of the stream. Got to hit it before the Air Astana 767. As after that we will end the stream so we can plan what will be a very busy week ahead. Very busy. So thank you very much guys. If we could hit the goal of 400, that would be awesome. But nevertheless, thank you very much for everyone who's been tuning in so far here in Frankfurt. And the Air Astana is now on approach, third in line. And Dr. O says 2 super streams live now in Frankfurt, 1 and more aviation and aviation videography. Oh wow, that's awesome. Rachel O welcoming Stephanie. Yes, Stephanie, welcome aboard. Thank you very much again for becoming a member of the channel. Alrighty guys. Lufthansa Airbus A321 with the old livery now arriving. And Rui, hello, greetings from Lisbon in Portugal. G'day Rui, thanks for joining in, champ. Now Roger Abbott, one of our awesome channel members and long-time supporter since day one, back in the Miami days, asks, what time are you all going live in Zurich? Well, Roger, we should be looking for, I'll ask Matt, it would be early. What time are we looking at going live in Zurich?
Probably early morning for the most interesting time. After...
But is the deck open? Is the deck open?
I'll have to look at the week. I think the deck opens at 9.
Okay.
So we'll probably start at 9:30.
Okay, maybe 9:30 or so. We're not too sure yet. We will post about it tonight on the YouTube forum, and we will schedule the stream as well tonight for you guys. And we will also post about it on our Instagram and Facebook, so you guys can keep up to date with when it will be streamed. But it will be sometime in the morning, preferably. But yes, we'll post a YouTube thread so you guys can see. We just have to work out what time we can get there, what time, so we have enough time to be able to charge the batteries, as they take quite a while to charge. Usually we charge them all overnight, and we've got the cameras to charge, laptops, all things like that. So we just need adequate time to charge, and then pretty much if that's all good, then we'll get out there and stream straight away. We had the problem this morning of the rain that really stuffed us up. We are out here early, but the rain just wouldn't let us set up, and this is a spot with no shelter at all, and don't really trust myself just yet setting up all the equipment in the rain. Maybe down the track when we're a bit more experienced with all this equipment, I'd potentially think about some rain streaming. And Dave Flynn tuning in from the south of Florida. Oh, how much I miss Florida. And the nice, beautiful weather on those summer evenings. God, I miss Florida. Alrighty, yeah, Astana not too far away now, guys. Alrighty, well, Roger Abbott will definitely have a time posted for you tonight. So if I post it here tonight, CET time, Central European time, it should be sometime in the evening or later afternoon for you in the US. So watch out for the post on the exact time we'll be starting, and I'll also post it in UTC time, so Zulu time. So wherever you guys are in the world, you'll be able to calculate what time it starts for you in your location, your local time. And Michael Painter says, looking forward to seeing the Zurich stream tomorrow. Sounds good, Michael. Sounds good. And Roger, no worries, I will let you know. I'll let everybody know. We'll post about it. And then, as I said, we'll post it in UTC time as well, so you can work out what local time it will be for you wherever you are in the world. And the next aircraft is the Air Astana Boeing 767, the last aircraft of the night. Just wonder if we'll get a And guys, we did it. We actually did it. We hit 400 likes just in time. We just hit 400, guys. Well done, everybody. That is awesome. Thank you very much. Indeed, it is Miss Wolves. 400 likes just in time, because right now I can see the 767 on approach. It won't be too far away and we'll catch it on film. But thank you very much to everybody who has supported the channel today with the live stream. But in the meantime, for the last arrival of this evening, let's catch this Air Astana Boeing 767-300. Love the look of those spoilers. Awesome stuff, guys. Well, everyone in the chat's been so nice. Thank you very much. And Michael, yes, I hope you do enjoy Switzerland. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Chris. Well done, everyone. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, John. Thanks, Rachel O. Miss Wolves 13. Thank you very much. And yes, everyone here. We've had a good bunch of people here on today's stream. Everyone's been amazing. So big thanks to that. Alrighty, guys. Well, with that, I will be off. We'll be off, packing up now. I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat and start to plan out the live streams tomorrow for Zurich and Heathrow and JFK. So we've got a lot of planning to do. But in the meantime, guys, once again, thank you very much for watching, everybody. John says, just arrived at school, so I have to head out now. Thanks for the stream this morning, and I can't wait for Zurich tomorrow. Sounds good, John. Thanks for tuning in again, mate. Goodbye, MJ Scanlon. Goodbye, Lady Cat. Goodbye, Chris. Goodbye, Dave. Thank you, everybody. Rachel O. Miss Wolves 13, all of our regular viewers, a big thank you very much for tuning in. And we will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Lady Cat. Thanks, John. Goodbye, Aviation _Italia. Thank you, Stephanie Hutchison. No worries. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you guys are around the world. Our aviation videography crew, thank you very much, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning in Zurich, Switzerland.